this wonderful occasion and celebration. Very happy that I was able to be here. I head back to Washington, D.C. tomorrow night. Just always appreciate the opportunity to give all praise and glories to our Guru Dev, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. It's impossible to fully describe or capture the spiritual truths that he gifted to us. But with all that is happening in the world, I wanted to highlight one key profound insight that is so relevant and so needed in our world today. Srila Prabhupada came and established unequivocally that spiritual understanding, real religion, transcends sectarianism. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur once stated that party spirit or sectarianism is the greatest enemy of mankind. Where we see now in conflicts throughout the world, in violence, acts of violence that are conducted here within our own communities across this country, where people say, well, I'm a Muslim and you are a Christian, therefore we are enemies. Or I worship Krishna and you worship Allah, so we must be enemies. This kind of gang mentality is rooted in an ignorance of our true spiritual identity. That identity being our loving eternal relationship with God, with Krishna, the Supreme Lord. A reporter once asked A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada if he saw any conflict in drawing on the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, as well as Vedic scriptures in his teachings. And he replied, no, I don't find any conflict, because the ultimate goal is God. So you have to understand God and try to love Him. And that's the simple truth that he taught all of us. It's just love Krishna. Simple and beautiful, just love Krishna. He taught us the meaning of real religion, understanding and knowing and loving God. And that every one of us, no matter what we may call ourselves, no matter how we may choose to worship God, that we each have that intrinsic opportunity to cultivate our personal relationship with God. Srila Prabhupada quoted Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying, pure love for Krishna is eternally established in the hearts of living entities. It is not something to be gained from another source. When the heart is purified by hearing and chanting, this love naturally awakens. And when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here 500 years ago, he inaugurated this process of hearing and chanting the names of God. He didn't come to establish a new religion. He came to teach us all that we can transcend this sectarianism and achieve perfection simply by hearing and chanting the names of God. And this hearing and chanting of the names of God, as you know, is what purifies our heart. It's what purifies us so that we are actually able to experience true love of God. Lord Chaitanya prays, O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings. And thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna, Govinda, and so on. In these transcendental names, you have invested all of your transcendental energies. So when we have this opportunity to come together and sing and chant the names of God, we can reawaken that love for God that lies dormant within our hearts and our natural affection for each other. And motivated by this love, we can then use our lives to work in the service of others, to work for the well-being of others. I'm grateful to join you here today as we humbly beg for the blessings of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad, that we may be able to always chant the holy names of Krishna with love and devotion. Thank you very much. Jai Shri Krishna. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you. For those of you who may not know, sometimes Prabhupada would make predictions, and one of them was that in our lifetime we will see God-conscious, Krishna-conscious leaders in government making laws for humanity that, as Tulsi was so brilliantly and eloquently speaking, that will benefit everyone at the core of who we are as spirit souls, servants of God. And he also mentioned that there will be, Bhaktivedanta Thakur said that he sees in the future, at the time that he was present, he saw in the future that there would be members of the Supreme Court with Vaishnava tilak. So thank you very much, Tulsi, for coming. We're so honored. Really appreciate you. Very inspiring. Next special guest that we have, we're very honored to welcome the head of Unity Church at Diamond Head, Reverend Tim. Tim, what's your last name? I'm sorry?
Lytle.
Lytle? Okay, Reverend Tim Lytle. Thank you for joining us, and he has a wonderful interfaith message. I just met Reverend Tim, but in our short conversation, I found out that he's definitely a Bhakta, in the following the footsteps of Sri Thakur, who is the predominant Bhakta as a member of Panchattatva, and he's been to Vrindavan. So thank you, welcome.